Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Stonekeep, and when last we left off, we're currently on the first level of Khull-Khuum's tower, where we found many dangerous enemies. The main danger are pillars of flame that have been trying to kill us, and roly spiky things that levitate in the air and explode when we destroy them. We need to be very careful of them. We also need to be very careful of these signs that have the dust of Zandy on them, though there are a number of ways that you can get rid of that dust. The main way is if you use a wind spell. We do have one wind spell, but we do have another way that we can also get rid of that dust, and that is something that we've held on to for quite a while. We have in our possession somewhere a bucket. A bucket with water, and not surprisingly, you can splash the bucket of water on the sign, and the dust of Zandy will be washed away. Let us do that here. And now, let us read the sign.
I can't read it.
It is beyond my talents.
Bah, darkness and light. How mundane, how boring, how depressing.
Just tell me what it says.
Oh, all right. In the beginning, there was darkness and light. And me.
In the beginning, there was darkness and light. We're going to have to make a note of that. You may be wondering why I use the water instead of magic. The reason is simple. We have a lot more water than we have magic. But we only had that one use of the bucket, I hear you ask. That is true, but we will get more water, and on this floor at that. We're now going to go this way, a way that we haven't yet gone, and I'm a little worried for Farley's health, and Enigma's health as well. Both have rather low health totals, and we're going to have to make sure that they don't die to any explosions, for I have a feeling there is going to be a rude welcome party. Here it is! Lots of those enemies, and we're going to just attack them now, and be very careful as to keeping our distance, because I do believe that Enigma and Wahuka will do a fine job of taking care of them. If that is, there we go, we can get a few hits off. And you will die to one hit, I think. There we go. That was a lot of damage. But fortunately, because we did that healing, Enigma and Farley are not dead. If I hadn't have healed them, they certainly would have died. What we need to use now, I think, is we need to go and find this orb that I haven't used since near the beginning of the time that I got it. The healing orb. We definitely want that at the top. We're going to be fighting some tricky encounters soon enough. And here is a point where what party you have determines what happens. We're going to head north. Enigma has seen a foe and taken a shot. But who did he shoot? Did he shoot a skeleton? Did he shoot one of those things? He has shot a dwarf. Okay, time to explain yourself, Enigma. What's going on?
You have slain one of my brethren, Dark One. For that you will pay.
Why have you done this?
Speak, or your supposed quest for vengeance ends here. He was acting strangely. Look around first, before you accuse me.
The most important thing that we can find here is this piece of metal. You'd think it's not important? Oh, but it is. There are also a lot of flasks of oil and an axe. Let's make sure we grab all of the oil. And now, let's have a look at the switch.
This lever connects to a trap mechanism to the south. How could you know this? My eyes see far more than you ever know, Dwarf. What is that supposed to mean?
Leave him be, Farley. Let us stop bickering and get on with this.
If you didn't have Enigma in your party at this point, this dwarf would trigger the trap, and then you would be in some bother. And then, if you don't kill the dwarf, he will run off and warn everybody that you're coming. Right now, there is no warning. Which means that we can quite safely go to the area where he lives, the realm of the Dark Dwarfs. There is also another one of these signs that's covered with the dust of Zandy.
It's covered with dust.
This is the dust of Zandy. It is a lingering gift of the shadows. It causes illness upon contact with the skin. You should not touch it.
We won't touch it, but we will mark that it is here, and not there. We want to mark it right here. There we go. More Dust of Zandy to take care of, and we will. And not with magic either. We're going to be using that handy bucket that we've been carrying all of this time. And people were wondering why I keep every single item that I have found, because sometimes the items from way back at the beginning of the game turn out to be quite useful. Just ask anyone that's played Lands of Lore 2. The next thing that we need to do is go up here, and this area requires a dwarf.
There is something odd about one of these walls. There are hidden mechanisms of dwarven construct from the look of them. I could use this piece of metal to make it function.
This has opened the way to a lair of the Dark Dwarfs, an area that doesn't have the same aesthetic as everywhere else. This area is full of hostile dwarfs, one of the few places where you will find hostile dwarfs. But here is the reason why we came here, to deal with the Dust of Zandy at least.
Well, what?
Sometimes the old jokes are the best. We're going to be filling up this bucket with the well. We need some water. There we go. Now we have water, and we'll be sure to fill that up again before we leave. Let us now keep exploring. We'll be saving soon enough, because we're going to find some very hostile foes. As I said, there are a lot of dwarfs here that aren't going to be happy that we're here. That said, they would normally be happy that we're here, but there are some circumstances that prevent them from being so happy. We could attack this dwarf. We're not going to. We're going to move right past this dwarf, head this way, and very quickly try our best not to kill them.
They're like animals. What evil magic?
There is certainly some evil magic in action. We're going to very quickly go over here, and then attack this. Enigma has fallen, but that is okay, because we can get him back up using some of these roots. There we go. Now that we've destroyed this evil icon, the dwarves are going to be friendly. And they're going to move over there. Let's have a conversation. One of them has something very important to give us.
Thank you, great master. I have been in the thrall of magic for a long time.
What did he say?
The evil one gave us food to kill. I made many traps. Don't touch the door!
Did he say there's a trap on the door?
Yes. They're button in wall across passage behind door. Push them. This the pattern.
Ah, this is how we're going to get past the area with the door that just attacks us with magic. This person put a trap on the door. Let's read the combination to get through.
Interesting.
We're going to have to decipher that, aren't we?
There are more, but I forgot.
Thank you. Do you need help getting out of here?
I afraid evil one come to kill me. I hide from him now.
No. Come with us. We will protect you from his power.
No.
I get the feeling that he doesn't want to come with us. That is understandable. He spent a long time in the thrall of the and there he goes! Straight through the wall. I didn't know that he was that keen to hide away from the Dark Lord that kept them captive. We can't go through the wall, by the way. He has gone where we cannot follow. Which is a shame, but we will keep exploring around here. There are some things that we want, like a healing root, and we definitely want to avoid destroying anything there. We also want to get these here, just in case there's anything here. There is one thing that we do want, and it is down here, and that is that there is one Slayer arrow. Not down here, but down the other part of this small corridor. Just in this muck. We definitely want that. We would be using it if we had archery as one of our main skills, which we do, but we don't have a weapon made entirely of shadow that is a bow, so we're not going to be using that. Still, it's nice to have. Enigma is not doing so well. I might actually be tempted to use some of our better healing roots. We still have 27 of them. Eat well, And while it looks like that Wahuka is doing well, consider that he has a maximum of 240 health. He's under half. Back to the first floor we go. Hopefully those dwarves will be fine. They're not likely to be fine. But if we can defeat Khull-Khuum, then they'll be able to return home, wherever home is. We can now use this water on this sign, and see what it says. Away with you, Dust of Zandi! Let's have a read.
I can't read it.
I cannot read it.
Balance. Oh, balance. Who wants balance? Hey, I do.
Just read it.
And thus was balance restored in the end.
I feel like we may have missed something here. We've got a beginning and we've got an end, but we don't have a middle to this story. Maybe we'll find the middle if we do some more exploration. We probably will. We're going to refill the bucket. You never know when having more water may come in handy. It's always handy to carry a bucket of water wherever you go. Okay, admittedly, having a bucket of water may not be that feasible most of the time, but hey, we can carry one because we have a magic scroll. If we all had magic scrolls, the world would be a very different place. Let us move on and head back the way we came, and up the stairs, beyond and back to the tower. We were handed a scroll that looks like it has some kind of solution to a puzzle. We could also go this way, down to the south, and we're going to save before we go this way, because I do believe there are some quite nasty enemies down there. Enemies that will certainly try to kill us, because hey, who hasn't tried to kill us in this game? Let's move on and see if there are any foes that are going to try and kill us. I imagine the answer to this is going to be yes, and I'm going to ready this axe, purely because I think we want to keep our distance here. We certainly do, because that is a lot of fire. And unfortunately, fire is not going to be very effective against fire. So we're going to have to face these foes, and very carefully. The sooner we get up close, the better off we'll be. Never mind, Enigma is dead. This is one of those areas where we're going to definitely need to use all of the resources that we have. And that didn't go so badly. We still have a lot of uses of the healing orb. What is over here that was so important? The answer is seemingly nothing, but I don't trust that there is seemingly nothing here. O Orb of Afri, reveal to us the secrets that lie beyond! There is probably going to be an area that we want to go into, or there is going to be nothing. It would seem like there is indeed absolutely nothing here. I thought for a moment that we'd be able to find somewhere secret, but no, here has nothing. Absolutely nothing. And there's nothing on the floor that we can grab, always worth checking. Just in case, so all that was down here was some enemies to defeat. And that we defeated them is a good thing, but our health totals don't appreciate it. What we want to do is we want to go back to the area where we were told about that trapped door. The door that we have tried to open at least once. We don't want to keep trying to open it again. We don't want to go north here, because we were told if we decided that we wanted to come here, that we should just go north. That is not a good idea. What we want to do is we want to look right here at this. They are not clear at all, the hidden panels in this area. So let us have another look at that scroll and see what that scroll says.
Interesting.
I think that scroll is trying to tell us about a thing that we can open. Let us see. If we look at the if we look at this again, we can see that the circles represent things that we want to use. So we have 1 1 1 2 2 4 2 1. Okay, I think I figured out what we need to do. If we press these here like that, they press down. And I think we want that, this, and that? Is that correct? Maybe it is. Or maybe it isn't. Let's just double check this one more time.
Interesting.
Because we have those two there, that, this, and maybe that's 2 and 3. Maybe that's 2 and 3 rather than... oh, we don't want to stack those up, that's a bad idea. Maybe... oh, we can only close it apparently, which means that we then have to do this all over again. Or, maybe we've solved it, because we can't do anything anymore. There is only one way to find out, and that is to save. For we definitely want to be very careful. Can we open this? We can. Is that a foe? There is! Surprising no one. We'll just take care of you, that wasn't very difficult. And what is through here? Stairs up. Do we want to go up right now? Yes, we do. This will lead to the second level of Khull-Khuum's tower. And we want to be very careful on the second floor, because the second floor has something very dangerous. There's also some enemies that we'll have to take care of. Now, where was that enemy firing from? We don't know. Ah, hello! There's some fire. Let us just very quickly take care of that fire. We're going to do so by attacking from range, because why not? And unfortunately, this foe is also going to attack from range, and that's really bad, because we're going to die. Let us, that was close. That was really, really close. Mental note! Don't attack at range from the, against the fireballs. It will end poorly for you. It's a good thing we have this. It's a good thing we have a lot of charges of this, because we haven't been using it all the way. Oh, something happened. Are we fighting an enemy that we can't see? Maybe we are. Orb of Afri, reveal to me what is going on! There are no foes here that I can see. Maybe it's just the trap that is going off. Either way, let us very cautiously move forward. Very cautiously. Nothing there that I can see or hear? What about down here? Nothing yet. Aha! More fire. That's kind of bad. Let us get close really quickly and just, oh, that's not good. We want to move away a little faster than that. Okay, one hit there, and you are gone. We are not doing so well against them anymore. That's okay. Hopefully we won't find more of them. We're going to find more of them. It's pretty much a given at this point. Fire at this point is our enemy. And maybe we'll find some more of those signs with the dust of Zandi. Or we will just find a big circle, which will lead us absolutely nowhere. Maybe we'll find that. What about over here? More fire? I hope we don't encounter any more fire. Hello? No foes here. I just want to explore. I just want to see what's around here. Ah, more fire. That's kind of bad. That's really bad, in fact. Let's just leave. Very quickly indeed. We need to leave a lot sooner than this, and... I didn't know if I'd show that off naturally through gameplay, or if I'd have to, go and die purposely. But that is what happens when you have all of the orbs and you die. Khull-Khuum gets exactly what he wants, and because of that, game over. For the world, not just for Drake, for the whole world. We definitely don't want that to happen, but this area is rather dangerous. So, when we come back, folks, we will continue to explore this area, the second floor of Khull-Khuum's tower. Perhaps we will find things that will help us defeat Khull-Khuum, or we'll just find more of those signs with the dust of Zandi on them. Maybe we will. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.